Mark here, advisor from the EAC. I'll be your tour guide for today's Study Smarter video on homework strategies. So let's get started. When I meet with my advisees during the fall, I usually ask about how you guys have been working on your homework, and I hear a pattern usually, and it looks a little bit like this. You'll sit down and you'll start working on your problem sets, and you'll go question at a time. And if you don't know how to do a specific problem, you'll go into your book and you'll do that. You'll figure out how to do that one problem from a section in the book, and you'll get the problem done. And you sort of move forward from there. Sometimes you get stuck; it takes a little while to figure out, but overall, you kind of get the assignment completed. Now, I would argue that this maybe isn't the best strategy. The reason is, one, that at first you think that or the book becomes a little bit of a crutch. It gives you a sense that you know what's going on when maybe you don't, right? If you were struggling to figure out how to do it when you're just looking at the problem, using the book, you may feel like this: oh, of course, it's section 4. I know how to do this. I just forgot for a moment. But on an exam, you either won't be able to use the book, or if you are, you wouldn't have the time to go back and sort of check that. The second reason why the strategy is maybe not the best is also giving you a false sense of security, I guess, in what you know on a given course, is that it moves chronologically. And so oftentimes that problem 5 is probably similar to problem 4 with one new level of complexity. Again, gives you a sense that you know maybe a little bit more than you do. So I propose a few different strategies for you to try out to help you make sure that you're really learning and really getting a lot out of the homework that you're doing. The first one is go through without the book the first time. When you sit down, inevitably you'll get to a place where you get stuck on a given problem. Off to the right, you'll want to jot down your questions. So maybe the things that you know, maybe they're things that you don't know but you want to look into more. What this will do is that when you do eventually come back to this one problem, you'll have a sense of where your mind was. You'll know what specific questions you have, or where you got stuck, or even what you were thinking when you tried it the first time. From there, we have my 10-minute rule that I would propose, which goes a little bit like this. If you're looking at any one specific problem for 10 minutes or more and you've made no progress, you're really not helping yourself out. I mean, you're probably not learning a whole lot while you're trying to really dig in and figure out how to do this one problem. So 10 minutes, you get stuck, move along to the next problem. So at some point you'll get to the bottom, right? Many of your problems will be finished, maybe about half, who knows? But a whole lot of them will be blank, right? And off to the side of each blank one, you'll have your questions down. Then go through, use the book, use your notebook, use the different resources that you have available to you, and see if you can complete the problems that you didn't know how to do the first time. Again, gives you a good sense of what you know and what you don't know. When you go through the second time, if you get to the bottom, if there are any other ones that are still blank or that you haven't figured out yet, this is when you want to use the resources. I mean, and I would of course argue that it's good to use them even when you're not necessarily stuck. But this way, when you're going to the GSI's office hours or the professor's office hours or to a tutor, you're going in with a set of questions and you're letting them know, what you don't know, and how you can move forward. That really helps them help you, I guess, in that situation, and it makes the support a lot more effective. Well, there you have it. Another Study Smarter video in the books. If you have any questions or want to chat more about homework strategies, don't hesitate to make a meeting with your advisor.